The Cleveland Browns will win the AFC South, and Baker Mayfield is going to knock off Sam Darnold and the New York Jets in the opening round of the NFL playoffs in 2020 in the wild card round. Baker Mayfield won the Browns their first game in over a year after they went undefeated. And his first playoff win with the Cleveland Browns' first playoff win in quite some time, is going to also occur against the New York Jets over at the city of Cleveland. First and foremost, it is the full name of Baker Mayfield. Baker Reagan Mayfield's gematria equals 86. Now, the significance of that is that in the 1986 NFL playoffs, one of their last playoff wins occurred against the New York Jets. You see rematches occur all throughout the history of the NFL. 1987 was the last time they faced off against the New York Jets in the playoffs. 33 years later, the Jets and the Browns are going to face off in the playoffs once again, because it is Cleveland that equals 33. It is Sam Darnold that is going to play in his first playoff game against the Cleveland Browns. It is Baker that equals 37. He is going to win his first playoff game against the quarterback who played with USC over at Los Angeles. And the significance of that is that Sam Darnold's birthday numerology in 1997, June the 5th, is a birthday numerology of 37 when you compute all the digits. Now, it is Sam Darnold that is born on June the 5th. The Jets make the playoffs because June the 5th can be written out as 6-5. It is the Super Bowl this year that is going to be played over at Florida. It is Florida that has gematria of 65. I want you to notice that it is the Cleveland Browns in a 39 year. In 2019, they're going to end a playoff drought. It is drought that equals 39. It is New York that equals 39. A win drought and then a playoff drought. And it is Mayfield that's going to also win his first playoff game against New York. He not only won the Browns' first game in 2 years against the Jets, but he's also going to knock them off in the playoffs. In the year of Super Bowl 54, we would have to see the Jets in the playoffs. Gematria is why Adam Gase is the coach of Sam Darnold. It is Darnold that equals 32. It is Gase that equals 32. Keep in mind that he used to coach the Dolphins and they're hosting the Super Bowl, so that's another riddle of why the New York Jets will make the playoffs as a wild card team this year. It is Jets versus Browns that has gematria of 60. It is the Super Bowl that is going to be played over at the city of Miami. City of Miami equals 60 in gematria. It is the Jets that equals 24. I want you to notice that Baker Mayfield is 24 years of age this season. Baker Mayfield is 6'1". He plays for the Cleveland Browns after all. It is Cleveland Browns that has a gematria of 61. So definitely his height is another reason why he is playing for the Browns in the first place. New York is the 11th ratified state in the Union. It is, once again, Adam Gase and Darnold have gematria of 32. The Browns' 32nd playoff game is going to occur against the Jets, and they enter that game against the Jets with 11 victories. Very interesting. On the New York Jets side, well, could they win their 13th game against Cleveland? Not quite. Can they win? Let's see. They're going to lose their 14th game, rather, against the Cleveland Browns. They're not going to win their 13th game against Cleveland, even though it is Cleveland that equals 33, and it is 13 that divides into .33. It doesn't mean it's going to happen. September the 15th, or rather the 16th, is when the Cleveland Browns are going to travel to the New York Jets. I have the Jets winning the first game. I have Cleveland winning the rematch in the playoffs for a 1-1 record against a team from the 11th ratified state. The amount of time from September the 16th of 2019 to, let's say, January the 5th of 2020, because the calendar of January 20 is when you know when these games are going to be played on, either a Saturday or on Sunday, January the 5th. The time span from September the 16th to January the 5th would be a time span of 112 days, and these two teams would have to face off again, because it is Baker Mayfield that has gematria of 112. It is the Browns are going to knock off the Jets in the playoffs. Baker Mayfield over Sam Darnold. How about Le'Veon Bell, the star running back for the New York Jets? Bell has gematria of 13 and 31. Once again, the number 13, when you divide it, equals .33. Very significant. These two teams and the two young quarterbacks, this matchup for Commissioner Roger Goodell is going to be a quarterback battle between two of the best young quarterbacks in the game, Sam Darnold up against Baker Mayfield. Nothing is bigger than Texas, including badasses from the state of Texas. Gotta take the Texas guy over the California guy in that cold weather.